happy Sunday. Here we are again then with our weekly reading. So this is where I pick 7 cards to represent the 7 days ahead. Obviously it might not happen exactly day by day, it's just looking at the near future, the incoming energy. So drop a comment as the week goes by, just let me know how it's going. If you're on TikTok, you can watch the extended version on YouTube of this reading. If you're on YouTube, stay put. And I always dig a little bit deeper using a second deck just to clarify the energy. All right, let's see what is going on for the week ahead. Deep breath. Let's go. Okay, all right. So the first day, Monday, we get the Magician. So the Magician is all around knowing that you have the ability to create things, okay? It can be linked to manifestation, it can be linked to spell work, but it can also be that there's like sort of forces at play here or energies at play here that are affecting a situation that are unseen, if that makes sense, okay? So sometimes it could be taken as kind of like smoke and mirrors. Sometimes it could be taken as things going on that, you know, you are not aware of. Sometimes it can be taken as higher intervention, like intervention, you know, spiritual intervention, if you like. But it's an energy of like alchemy and magic and creation and almost like possibility, like anything is possible. So I would start the week with a really positive mindset. I would set your intentions for the things that you want to happen this week. I would set your intention for the things that you want to manifest this week, because you might see a real shift in the energy. There's definitely like energy work at play here, okay? Day 2, the 7 of Wands. So this can be a defensive energy. She's sitting there in a bubble. There's lots of kind of communication and incoming energy around her, and she's just trying to remain calm there. So it may show that you need to remain calm under pressure on Tuesday. It may be an indication that just not to listen to gossip, not to listen to everything you hear. Everything you're hearing may not be the truth. So it could just be, you know, trust yourself, trust your inner knowing, rather than what you're hearing or what you're being told. Maybe what you're hearing or what you're being told does not match up to what you're feeling about a situation inside. So it's about trusting yourself. It's about pushing out the outside noise, as it were. But it could be that you are needing to defend yourself, or there is quite a defensive energy around something on that early part of the week, okay? Day 3, the 4 of Pentacles. Now this is also can be taken as a bit of defensive energy. She's kind of clutching her purse close to her here. This can be an energy of control around finances. So it could be that around the middle of the week you need to tighten your belt a little bit and just be mindful of what you're spending, or maybe do a little bit of a review financially about where you're at. It could be another message about keeping your cards close to your chest and not telling everybody your business or not telling everybody your plans. Because sometimes, you know, the more that you tell people, the more opinion you're going to get on it, the more that, you know, you might feel conflicted about that choice. But for a lot of people, this is going to be financial, the 4 of Pentacles, because it often is around stability. It's also a message of making sure that you are not coming from a materialistic place, that you are not coming from a place of like greed. Yeah, so there's a few different meanings to that one, but take it as it resonates. That is kind of around about the middle of the week. All right, day 4, we have the Knight of Cups. Here he is. I don't know if he came out last week or not. Can't remember if it was last week. It's been recently, I'm pretty sure. The Knight of Cups is like an incoming romantic energy. He's there with a bunch of roses. There's a white horse in the background. There's like a love letter at the front here. So for a lot of you, this is going to be new romance. For me as a reader, it's quite often completely new incoming energy. For some of you, it could be somebody that you've got a date with towards the later part of the week. That represents Thursday. So for some of you, this is going to be a first date or maybe a second date, like early days within a new love connection. For a handful of you, this could be somebody trying to come in to sweeten things up. He is an energy of, like, I say he, but, you know, because it's a Knight of Cups, it's a masculine energy. This is an energy of somebody that usually wants to come in and sort of sweep you off your feet and maybe make some kind of gesture. So sometimes it could be an energy of somebody trying to win you round, particularly as my eye is drawn today to this little love letter at the front. So there could be, you know, a note put through your door, a note left on your windscreen, some sort of communication where somebody's trying to sort of soften you up a little bit. But for a lot of you, I think this is new. Okay, day 5, the Two of Cups. I've got a feeling this was last week or the week before. I feel like the last couple of weeks have been very repetitive. Even though there's 78 cards in that deck and I'm only pulling 7, I feel like we're getting quite a repetitive energy. But anyway, Two of Cups is around soul connection. It can sometimes be around soul purpose and pursuing your soul purpose, but quite often it's about a soulmate connection. It can be about a union. So this is day 5, so Friday towards the weekend. There could even be engagement for some of you, because it can represent those hands being joined, wedding, engagements, new soul connections, deepening of a soulmate connection. This date might feel like a soul connection if they're connected. It may be like very powerful, very mutual, very deep. When we meet a soul connection, it feels like very comfortable, like you've always known this person, like you feel like, do I know you from somewhere? Have we, had this conversation before? Because your souls have met before, and it's like that soul recognition. So there's something like that going on Friday. Might not be exactly Friday, but the next week or so. And then we get to day 6, the 7 of Cups. This is about choices. He's there like, what choice should I make? There's more than one possibility being presented to you. There's more than one way you can go with something, but under each cup there's something different, and in the smoke here there's a snake. So it could be saying, just be careful there's not a snake in the grass, just be careful that one of the choices ahead of you is not all it's cracked up to be. Because the 7 of Cups can be about illusion and fantasy and getting caught up in the idea of something, or getting caught up in the promise of something that turns out to be something much worse, okay? So keep your feet on the ground, trust your intuition if you're dealing with any decisions or choices over the weekend, and just make sure there's not a snake in the grass around you, okay? Somebody that's trying to lead you down the wrong path or lead you towards the wrong choice for you. If your gut is telling you one thing, but someone else is sort of trying to tell you something else, you've got to trust yourself. Okay, then Sunday, we've got some sort of solid offer here with the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this can be a financial offer. It can be a lump sum of money. It could be a gift or a win. It could be putting an offer in on a property, although I'm not sure if that would happen on a Sunday, but potentially. As I say, it's a near future, so like Sunday, Monday, Saturday, around that time. But it could be something being offered to you. So it could be a job offer. It could be a reconciliation. If it is a reconciliation, it's like a solid new beginning. Like somebody really wants to commit to you this time. Somebody really wants to offer you something tangible, something solid, something committed. But quite often for me as a reader, this is more to do with the material side of life. So money, work, maybe offers on property, that kind of thing. But there's something that's going to be presented itself to you, and it is definitely going to be worth consideration. It looks pretty solid, whatever it is, it looks pretty solid. So that is the brief summary of the week ahead. I am going to dig a little bit deeper using the Dark Mansion Tarot, so please stick around if you've got the time, and if not, then have a great week. Okay, let's go. Let's dig a little bit deeper then. So using a second deck, we're going to try to clarify these cards a little bit further, starting with the Magician. Why do we have the Magician at the early part of the week ahead? What is the Magician here to tell us? The Magician is number 1 in the tarot. The Fool is 0. Magician is number 1. That could be relevant, particularly as it's come out on the first day of the week as well. King of Cups, Queen of Swords, 5 of Wands. Okay, so it feels like there's been obstacles or challenges between the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So it depends if you are the masculine or the feminine watching this. The King of Cups would usually be somebody quite open-hearted, somebody that's feeling something quite strongly on an emotional level, versus the Queen of Swords, which will be a feminine energy that maybe is being logical. So it's almost like someone here is being very logical while someone here is being very emotional. And it feels like there's a mismatch in the energy because we've got the 5 of Wands here. So challenges, arguments, obstacles, problems. It could be a falling out between yourself and somebody else. It doesn't matter whether you're the masculine or the feminine, because whichever way you're looking at it, there's a conflict here. So it could be an obstacle around being together. It could be that you're seeing things very differently. Somebody's leading with emotion, somebody's leading with logic, and you're just not communicating. The Magician here would be about alchemy. It would be trying to blend together, trying to get on the same page, trying to see something from the other person's point of view. It may even be that the energy here is going to start to soften. because as I said, the Magician, it's kind of like new beginnings, new starts, maybe, you know, starting over with somebody, seeing things differently, communicating differently. But also it can sometimes be that there is something going on behind the scenes, you know, something that we are unable to see at the moment within the energy. And there has been quite a lot of planetary energy going on. We are coming in towards Mercury retrograde. We had the spring equinox. We've got eclipse coming up. I think we've got a full moon coming up. We're going into Aries season. So there's a lot of, the energy feels a bit rough at the moment. It feels a bit choppy. And it does feel a bit challenging, so it could just be that we're feeling. But if it is, you know, a falling out or a sticky situation, I think things can be changed here. I think you can get on the same page. Okay, day 2, the 7 of Wands. This is that defensive energy, which might carry on from day 1 into day 2. A defensive energy, a need to defend yourself, a need to kind of close out the noise and just trust yourself, not listening to other people's gossip. Not believing everything you hear is another message that's coming to me here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, interesting. So this could be, see, 10 of Pentacles is usually like an established relationship or a family matter. And 10 of Cups is very, very similar. But when we get to the 10s, it's usually about completion. But we've got the Death card here, which is not a physical death, but it is maybe an ending. So it could be that you're having to distance yourself from a family matter. You know, not kind of listen to everything that's being said. Make your own choice, make your own decision. Sometimes for me as a reader, when I get both of these, the 10 of Pentacles could be something existing or established, whilst the 10 of Cups is something new and kind of shiny and a bit more fulfilling. So for some of you, this could be a choice between sort of 2 relationships. Do I sort of stay put in where I am, in what I know is safe and secure? Or do I move towards something which I believe is going to make me happier, which I believe is going to be more emotionally fulfilling? The Death card can be endings, which would make sense if there is a choice here. But it can also be transformation. So it's not entirely clear which way this is going to go. But the message that is clear is to not be influenced by other people, other people's opinion, other people's wants or needs, but instead to take some time for yourself to really go within and feel what you need to feel here. Just going to pull one more card. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. New beginnings. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles may well lean towards you staying put, you know, staying put in the safe choice. Now, again, that is going to be your choice because there is someone new here. We've got Knight of Cups twice. So for a lot of you, I think that this is either to do with distancing yourself from family and sort of really cutting that off because there's something really negative about that and you feel like you're always having to explain yourself, you're always having to defend yourself. But for a lot of the others of you, this is 2 relationships. This is 2 relationships. One established and secure, one new and alluring. And, you know, what do we do about that? Interesting. 4 of Pentacles, day 3. This is about remaining guarded. This can be financial. So this could be a financial checkup. This could be something that you need to think about. Are you spending too frivolously? Do you have the finances in place to become a bit more independent, maybe? The Knight of Pentacles, yeah, slow and steady, strength. 10 of Wands, yeah, there's a burden here. There's a burden here. And it's saying that at times things start to get out of control. Things start to run away with you. So for a lot of you, I think that maybe you're living beyond your means or you're sort of spending here, there and everywhere. Maybe even to make yourself feel better, but it's kind of getting a little bit out of hand and now it's starting to weigh a bit heavily on you. It's also because your stability is starting to worry you. So maybe, you know, you're thinking, I should be saving this money. Am I going to be able to pay my mortgage this month? Am I going to be able to pay my rent this month? Whatever it is. So it's saying that you need to slow down, okay? Slow down because the Chariot is a bit of a reckless energy at times. And yeah, with that Knight of Pentacles, it's like slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. If it's that you're urgently wanting to become more independent, move out, buy your own place, whatever it is, it's still saying you've got to slow down. This is not something that's going to happen like that overnight. You've got to think about it. You've got to assess your financial situation, basically. Okay, day 4, the Knight of Cups. I'm pretty sure he was last week, maybe the week before, but we've got it again on day 2. Why have we got Knight of Cups here? The Tower, King of Swords, 9 of Cups, yeah. It feels like maybe you've cut this person off. The Tower can represent endings or things coming crashing down around you. And with this King of Swords energy, it could be that this person cut you off, blocked you, distanced themselves, went cold, ghosted you, whatever it may be. And it's almost like now they've had this realisation that you are the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment, the emotional fulfillment. So it could be that they've gone off, they've done their own thing, they've realised they're not being fulfilled by that. They've realised that actually, you know, you did have a lot to offer, you were giving them a lot of love, you were giving them a lot of fulfillment. The King of Swords there is like someone that's had to go and think about something. Someone that's had to go and think about something to get the answer, to get the clarity. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles. They want to try to rebuild this, to sort of harvest this, to salvage this in some way. Yeah, so I think for the majority of you, this is going to be somebody trying to salvage something. For some of you, this could be a new romance following a really, really stressful, destructive ending with a King of Swords energy. Somebody that just was completely cold and detached and selfish, potentially. And you've already been through it, so it could be sort of like the rainbow after the rain for some of you. The 2 of Cups here, and the reason I'm giving multiple possibilities is because this is a collective reading. Obviously, if you was having a private reading, we'd really be able to dig into your particular circumstance, but as it's collective, I've got to give all the possibilities. The 2 of Cups, day 5. So this can be soul's purpose, this can be soul connection, this can be marriage or engagement, or the deepening of a commitment in some way. Why have we got the 2 of Cups? The 8 of Wands, the Knight of Swords. This is coming in quick. The 9 of Pentacles, lovely energy, really fast moving energy. The 8 of Wands can represent communication. So you could be messaging someone, you could meet someone and you're messaging like almost constantly. It could be incoming communication from the Knight of Swords, which would be somebody that's trying to pursue you. So whatever this is somebody that wants to move something forward, somebody that wants to take action. There's a lot of action energy around that. And the outcome is the 9 of Pentacles, which is abundance. It's abundance, health, wealth, happiness, stability. It's about something that can really blossom and grow into something in the future. So this looks really good. If this is a new connection, this really has a huge amount of potential. This could be for some of you, somebody communicating that they want to marry you, as I said, like a proposal and engagement. And for some of you, this could be somebody expressing, you know, that they want to be back with you, come back towards you, be committed to you. But it's a lot of action, incoming action. Okay, day 6, the 7 of Cups. What is the illusion that you need to be careful of here? What is the illusion that you need to be careful of? Let's have a look. Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, the Empress. There could be 2 female energies involved here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Now, they can be similar because they're both very nurturing energies. They can both represent motherhood. They can both represent the divine feminine, or, you know, the powerful feminine energy. With the 3 of Cups here, we could be looking at a third party situation, or this could be a situation between 2 friends, because it can represent friendship, okay? But there's some sort of choice going on here. So it's either somebody trying to make a choice between two females. It could be somebody feeling torn between, you know, their wife and their mother, or something like that. It could be like a situation between 2 close friends. What is it? What is the decision? 5 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Somebody's feeling rejected or left out in the cold. This 5 of Pentacles energy. It could even be that somebody hasn't been feeling particularly well, but I can't quite get what's causing it. The Page of Wands is some kind of communication. There needs to be a conversation. There needs to be some communication, but I don't quite know what your decision is here. Well, If it's you that's making a decision between two people, it's going to be you that communicates. Yeah, there's truth or clarity coming to light. New beginnings. New beginnings. So, it's a bit of a tricky one, that. But what I would say is, it feels to me like this is a choice someone has to make about whether they're going to speak their truth about a situation, or whether they're going to sort of keep their head in the clouds, keep their head in the clouds and pretend it's not happening. So with that Seven of Cups, as I said, it can be fantasy or illusion. So maybe there's something that is going to come to light with that truth, that Ace of Swords. Somebody's going to speak their truth, something's going to come to light. Anything that was an illusion is, going to fall away, and you're going to see the truth of the matter. But there's two female energies involved somehow, some way. Okay, Sunday, day 7, the Ace of Pentacles. What is this offer? What is this offer? We had it on the Tuesday as well. What is this offer? The Sun, Two of Wands, the Star. Lovely. So whatever this is bringing wish fulfillment. It can also be something you've really been manifesting, really visualizing, really working on. It can be a healing energy as well. But we've got the Sun here, so this is happiness. This is such a positive energy. Whatever this offer is, take it. Whatever this is, there's an amazingly positive outcome to something. And it's really solid, and it's really tangible, and it's something that you should literally snap up. The Two of Wands can be something about letting something go to take hold of something new. So for some of you, maybe it is moving home, letting go of one home to start something else, letting go of one job to take a new offer, letting go of one situation to start something new. Just looking at the Oracle, just to clarify the week, just to try and tie that energy together, because it's a little bit all over the place this week. I do have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We are now in Aries season. It is about fire and stepping into that doing energy, that independent energy. Sometimes it can be a bit of a conflict, a bit of a conflicting kind of energy, defensive, argumentative, that kind of thing. Celebration and dating, past connection, change of perspective, romantic gesture, and magic and manifestation. So we've got double magician really. Definitely heavy on the manifestations coming in this week. Definitely heavy on the romance this week. We do get celebration and dating, which could be the new love with that Two of Cups and that Knight of Cups. We've got past connection, change of perspective that brings clarity. I've got a feeling that came out as well. I don't know, I feel like I'm just repeating myself at the moment. But it is a little bit of a week where we're all over the place. So just navigate it best you can. I think one of the biggest messages this week is to not believe everything you hear, to not be caught up in sort of false promises or illusions, and to embrace new opportunities that are presenting themselves. So have a good one, guys. Let me know how it goes.